Bird facts, bird facts, bird facts with Bird. Yeah. Hi, and welcome back to Science Wrap. Got a bit of a different video for you guys this week. I'm doing 5 bird facts with my special guest, Bird. Birds are a really diverse group of animals, but all birds have the following features in common. They are vertebrates that generate heat internally, they've got feathers, a beak, lay hard-shelled eggs, and have a 4-chambered heart. According to fossil evidence, birds are actually a subgroup of theropod dinosaurs. This is the group of dinosaurs that contains the famous Tyrannosaurus rex. One of the famous fossils that told scientists about birds' evolutionary history was called Archaeopteryx. It was the first fossil found that contained both traditional reptilian-like characteristics like teeth, claws, and a long lizard-like tail, as well as characteristics like wings and flight feathers, which we see in modern birds. So what this all means is that modern birds are actually most closely related to crocodiles. Birds breathe really differently to us and other mammals, with air always flowing in just one direction. The first breath draws air into what's called air sacs. The first breath out then draws this air from the air sacs into the lungs. A second breath in then moves the air from the lungs into the front air sacs. The second breath out moves air from the air sacs back out into the environment. This means a couple of things. First, it means that birds can take air in even when they're exhaling, which makes it a really efficient system. 2 is that expiration isn't passive like it is in humans. Air needs to be forced out of the body using muscles. 3 is that the lungs stay pretty still in this whole process. It's the air sacs and those muscles that do the moving. So we all know the term eagle eye, but a bird's vision is so much more than just being able to see really precisely. Part of the reason that birds' vision is so amazing is because their eyes are so big, but most of the eye is actually covered. What we see is only the pupil, and the rest is covered with skin and feathers. Another is that birds have 4 different types of color detecting cells in their eyes called cones. We as humans have 3 types, red, green, and blue. But birds have this 4th one, which allows them to see ultraviolet and a huge spectrum of colors. Finally, many birds actually have independent control of each of their eyes, meaning they can keep one eye on their meal without becoming one themselves. Despite what you may think about the chickens pecking around in your yard, birds are actually pretty smart. Crows, for example, are said to be as smart as children. They can count, make tools out of grasses, open puzzle boxes, get a drink of water by raising the level using stones, and can even recognize themselves in a mirror. A closer to home example are kea. They can solve many of those same puzzles as crows can, but more often than not are remembered for pulling your car apart at the national park. Scientists think that birds' sometimes complex social structure and bird language has driven the evolution of these abilities. So that's a wrap on some bird facts for this week. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date. Make sure to subscribe.